Welcome back to Feynman Education. Anyone familiar with the gaming industry has at least heard the name of Assassin's Creed. This ambitious open-world third-person game series is critically acclaimed and world-renowned. But there has been a long debate going on about the older games being superior to the new ones, and so Ubisoft finally decided to address it through Mirage, which is an older style game that's coming out this year. Although there has been a lot of takes on why that is the case, today we're going to be taking a sort of physics and logic-based approach to decipher audience mentality and understand why that's the case. So without further ado, let's get right into it. In the early Assassin's Creed games, physics accuracy was of paramount focus. The parkour style movements of the characters like Ezio in Assassin's Creed 2 were brilliantly animated, mirroring real-life parkour. Each leap, jump and climb adhered to the laws of gravity and momentum, creating a genuine sense of immersion. The combat mechanics in Brotherhood also stood out with their realistic swordplay and weapon physics, making each encounter feel grounded and intense. And yes, no matter how high you are, if you jump into a stack of hay, you will be perfectly fine. Just don't try that at home. Environmental interactions in the older games were meticulously designed to heighten the player's engagement. The crowd dynamics in Assassin's Creed 2 presented a unique challenge as players had to blend seamlessly to avoid detection. The climbing mechanics were refined in Brotherhood with a strong emphasis on the character's grip and movement, providing a satisfyingly realistic experience. As the series progressed to Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey and so forth, some changes in physics implementation became apparent. While the newer games offered vast open-world environments and stunning visuals, certain physics aspects were adapted to accommodate a new gameplay mechanics. For instance, in Origins, the combat mechanics evolved, introducing RPG elements and a more fantastical approach to the combat system. This shift allowed players to feel more powerful, but sometimes sacrificed the realism found in the older titles. In the newer games, the parkour and climbing mechanics still exist, but felt slightly less grounded. Players could scale almost any surfaces effortlessly, and characters exhibited superhuman feats that defied real-world physics. While this made traversal more fluid and accessible, some veteran fans missed the intricate physics that once defined the series. A standout example of impressive physics can be found in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. The game featured captivating ship-based gameplay with realistic ship physics, wind direction, and water dynamics. Players had to master naval combat, accounting for factors like shape of sails and ship weight. This attention to detail continued to resonate with fans even till this date, even though Odyssey and later games like Valhalla have tried to implement a similar sort of sailing. The developers faced a delicate balancing act between realism and gameplay innovation. While older games prioritized physics accuracy, the newer ones embraced a more cinematic and action-based experience. Striving to appeal to a broader audience, the game developers made a calculated trade-off to suit different player preferences to please almost everyone, which sort of backfired. Does this mean that physics is the only reason why the older games have a cult following? Well, no. Physics has been a big part of the series, but the newer games branched out into more grandeur and spectacle rather than realism. The stories themselves evolved into revenge tales and such rather than assassins' adventures. We just wanted to highlight that the physics side of things and how realism can help build popular games and not just spectacle or grandeur. So if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.